You're listening to KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
The opinions and views expressed in this program do not reflect those of KUCI, its management, or the UC Board of Regents. To find out more about this talk show or other talk shows broadcasting on KUCI, log on to our website at kuci.org or check out the latest program guide.
This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Antaeus Theater Company for their presentation of 3 Days in the Country.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with
Armin Shimmerman.
Oh, instant! I loved you in Star Trek when you played Quark.
Thank you. It's a lot of glue tonight, actually. In fact, just like Quark. It was lovely. I was very blessed to be Quark, but my love has always been the theater, and so I'm part of this theater where I'm one of the administrators and one of the teachers, and it's lovely to be performing tonight.
And which character did you play?
I play the Dr. Shabelsky. He's a man full of rage who's trying to fit into a world that doesn't really want him.
Yeah, I love the characters. I mean, they were so human. I mean, you know, in theater where characters are usually extreme, they're insane, or they have to do something criminal. You guys played normal people with real human emotions, and you were so interesting.
It is the original play is one of the first naturalistic plays. Barbara, who made this adaptation, distilled that down and kept that humanity. It's the humanity that inspired Chekhov to write his plays. This play was the inspiration for Chekhov, and we tried to mine that, find it, and present it tonight.
Yeah, I thought it reminded me a lot of Chekhov also because, again, you know, with Russian classical plays, this was funny. The most funniest plays I've ever seen are Russian plays, like Chekhov and this one, and for some strange reason, it just carried the humor through the language.
I think what happens is that the Russians understand both the yin and yang of emotion, both the elation and the despair, and they try to put it in their place, and they do it expertly.
Do you think this is a play for women? Because the women, I mean, in the old days, you would think in Russia, old days, like men are probably just beating the women, and you know the women are miserable. But no, the women were the ones in control. They're the ones who said yes or no. The men were in agony because they didn't return their love.
Right. The English was a patriarchal society. The Russians weren't. There they shared the power. They shared taking care of the children. And Turgenev, who wrote the original play that this is based on, was like Rakitin. He was for 20 years in love with a woman, and the woman treated him the way Natalia treats Rakitin in this play. So.
Well, I love the performance. I loved you in it. Such an interesting character. You stepped right into it. Thank you very much for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming.
3 Days in the Country will be playing at the Antaeus Theater Company from July 5th to August 26th. For more information, go to www.antaeus.org. This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Kirk Douglas Theater for the world premiere of Mutt House the Musical.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with Ryan McCartan. Great. Could I either get a brief bio, an introduction, or just anything you want to say?
About myself?
Yeah, about anything.
Don't make an actor talk about himself. I'm an actor, a singer. I have an album out called The Opposite. I was in Rocky Horror Picture Show on Fox, Disney's Liv and Maddie, Heather's the Musical off Broadway, and here I am doing Mutt House at the Kirk Douglas in Culver City.
What character do you play?
I play Eddie Corbin. Eddie is a very socially awkward young man who works at an animal shelter. It's a magical play with sort of a Dr. Dolittle-esque feel to it. Eddie can talk to animals. He can talk to the dogs at this dog shelter, and these dogs are his only friends in the world. And he learns through those relationships with these lovely, funny, zany dogs how to sort of step out of his comfort zone and befriend people and expand his social circles, meet a girl, all of those sort of things. It's a great piece with a lot of heart. Love being a part of it. Love playing the character.
Well, first of all, I loved you guys singing. Your acting, outstanding singing. The singing was A+.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
Also, this actually reminded me about a piece that came out like 30 years ago. something about cats. I mean, it was no one would ever see that musical, but when you saw it, it actually had a very touching story behind. And this story here, dogs are such a big part of our life. It has so much love. That's what it was about. I felt a lot of that.
Yeah, we were gonna call the musical Dogs, but we thought it was a little too on the nose. No, I'm kidding, but I appreciate you saying that. When people ask me about it, I tell them it's so cute. It has a lot of heart. You're going to go home with a smile on your face, and if you have a dog, you're going to want to hug them. And I think there's sort of a stigma with theater and the arts that it just needs to tear you open and eviscerate you and wreck you and make you weep and all of these things. Sometimes it's okay to just go somewhere that's going to make you smile, and I feel like that's what this does really, really well. And I'm proud to be a part of that.
That's right. It was like going out and walk with your dog, or rolling around with your dog. That's what it was like. It was just going out and having fun, entertaining yourself.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly how we feel. Yeah.
Once again, I love your performance. You were fantastic. Even though you're a human, you really played a great character, and I just loved it because he was trying to come out of his shell. It was a feel-good movie. I just love the way he played it.
Well, thank you very much. I had so much fun sort of creating this role. Our creative team is stunning. They're so wonderful to work with. They gave me so much permission in the room and in the space, and it's a great privilege to be a part of it.
Yeah. Once again, loved it. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for talking to me.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with
Ryan Bergman, the director of the show.
Great. So question, why did you decide to do this piece? I mean, you had a fantastic cast, obviously well-funded. Why did you want to do this piece?
Wow, well, Tony Cookson, the creator, he approached me almost 2 years ago about working on the piece. And so, I was involved initially in the development process of the piece. And it was a few months after that when he asked me to actually direct it. And I jumped on board mainly because I love the themes. I love what we're addressing. I love animals. I love animal welfare. And one of the biggest pieces of the show that was really important to me was about making change as an individual, and that every individual can make a difference. And I really wanted to have the opportunity to push that forward.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
They should expect to see, that's a really good question. A lot of fun, honestly. We're going to give you emotions that fill the entire full range, you know what I mean? Like ups and downs, laughs and tears, you know what I mean? But in a way that's something for the entire family. You know, it's something that everyone can appreciate, and I really think that there's something in the show for literally every person in the family, every age, and not only that, but especially for animal lovers, and you know what? Not only that, but people who don't particularly, they aren't giant animal fans. You know what I mean? I think there's really something to connect to in this for everyone, whether it be literally about animals or about politics or about there's just really something to grab onto, and that's the most important part.
Yeah, I agree. It was very dog-like. In a sense, dogs are happy.
Yes.
They make you happy if you just stand around them.
Yes.
When they bounce, suddenly you feel like you want to bounce and all. And even the villains just didn't want to be around dogs. That's it. It wasn't like they were serial killers. They just didn't want to be around dogs. And again, that's what it was like. So I love the theme behind it. It was actually also something, like you said, I can bring my family to, because there's a lot of things I just can't bring my family to.
Oh, yes.
Anytime I find a piece that I can bring a family to, I have to highlight it because, you're not supposed to bring children to theater.
Yes.
It's so dark, but this was very light. I liked it.
We really wanted to make that a strong point, that theater isn't just for adults. Theater doesn't just have to be a statement that's dark and painful to listen to, or it's soul-crushing, if you will. Theater can lift us up. You know what I mean? Theater can speak to every age group. It doesn't just have to be about something that's going to speak to me as an adult. I think there's something that can be learned by every age in theater, and we wanted to bring that back. I really do. You're right. I really think that's been missing in the past, almost decade. I don't think that we get pieces like that anymore, especially original pieces. And I think Tony Cookson's done an amazing job in giving us the opportunity to do that for people.
Also love the cast. I mean, you have top-notch A-plus cast there.
Absolutely.
I mean, what do you look for in your casting anyway?
Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. When we were casting this show, especially the dogs, that was the most important part, because that's what everyone's going to connect to in the show. And when we're looking at everyone, they need to have a willingness to play. because that's what dogs are about, right? I mean, they want to play, they want to have fun, they're living life for life's sake. And every moment means something to them. And so I needed to see that every person that came in when they were reading was willing to be goofy and was willing to go that extra mile and to have fun on there. And so, like, everyone we had, like, their voices are superior, their abilities are above bar, and they just have fun on that stage. And when they have fun, you get to have fun.
Yeah, this piece in general reminded me of a piece I came out like 30 years ago. No one's ever heard of it. It was a musical called Cats. Have you ever heard of that?
Gosh, what? No, never heard of that. Of course. It's really funny because I obviously we're going to get that comparison because we have dogs that are humans that dance and sing. However, I would argue that this show is very, very different. We actually have a storyline in our show. Cats doesn't exactly have the same kind of a thing. Theirs is much more about like dancers who can sing. Our show is about actors who can sing and dance, who are going to put on a performance and they're going to embody those characters, and 110% every day. Every one of my dogs that's on that stage, they know their breed. They know how that breed acts and why they do what they do because we worked on that. We worked on their movement, we worked on their intentions, we worked on every piece, and it's because of that that I feel like that we have the show that we have today.
Well, I really enjoyed myself tonight. It made me happy. Really enjoyable evening. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Tony Cookson.
Why did you decide to write this piece anyway?
I had a dream, 5:30 in the morning, and I saw people on stage. I knew they were animals, and I knew it was in an animal shelter, and there was a kid who could talk to them, and I got up the next, like half an hour later, and started writing it, and I called my brother-in-law, said, "You want to write a musical? We'd never done anything like this." He said, "Sure, why not?" And that was 7 years ago.
This actually reminds me of a musical that came out like 30 years ago. You probably never heard of it. It's a musical called Cats.
Well, I don't know. It's about dogs, but I don't think the similarities are very different. But, I mean, I think our show has a lot of heart. I think that's the main thing about it. It's fun, and hopefully people get a message. Not too heavy on the message, but, about understanding people. And we can all be different and still love each other.
Yeah, I love the original music. Again, very catchy tunes. Again, there's a lot of, in the radio you only hear like 40 songs, the top 40.
Right.
But there's a lot of really good music out there no one ever gets. But again, the music we got was actually very, very well composed.
Well, thank you. It's a combination of, I wrote some of them, David O wrote some of them, John Daniel wrote In Junior High, which was a great number. So it was a collaborative effort. We've all contributed. So different styles.
Also, like the story, it was very dog-like. It was very bright. It was uplifting. I mean, you're never sad when you see a dog or when you're with your dog. You don't feel angry. You're always happy. That's what this musical is like. It was just a very happy musical.
Well, thank you. It's like, it's coming from my heart. We have 2 rescue dogs, and they made such a difference in our lives. And that wasn't the purpose of the show, but it's part of the show, And I think if people come to see it and they love dogs, it adds to it. Makes them that much more exciting and fun.
Yeah. Also, I like the lead character. He was a shy guy. He coming out of his shell, and he himself was kind of like a dog. You know what I mean? He was so sad, but then again, after he was trained and after he basically experienced something, he came out and he was a conqueror. Leader of the pack.
Yep. Well, he starts off as an underdog, learns to find his strength and courage to stand up for himself and those he loves, and that's what drives him to become this other person and transform himself. And I think with the support of the dogs, they need him as much as he needs them, and so it's a nice combination there.
Once again, I really enjoyed myself tonight. It made me happy. It was very light. I really enjoyed it.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Yeah, take care.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Claire Adams. I'm from Southern California, and I'm super excited to be a part of the show.
Great. And which character do you play?
I play Hannah. Hannah is a woman who is struggling to figure out what her place is in the world, and she's doing a job that she hates, and she's loyal, and she loves her family, and she wants to follow in her father's footsteps, except that she doesn't. And so she's just kind of finding her way, and she meets Eddie, who shows her what true passion looks like, and she gets to see the world through his eyes, and it inspires her to figure out her path and find her way.
Great. If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
It is a wonderful family musical. It's good for any age. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, and it's a great piece. It's fun, laughs, and just something to sit back and enjoy this summer.
Right, I really enjoyed this piece. It's kind of like, well, if you had a musical about dogs, how would it be dog like? It was actually about shy people. It was about people trying to be, I guess, trained. It was about facing society and all that and dog-like things. So again, it was very entertaining, and it had really basic human dog. I don't know, had basic human values to it.
Absolutely. It's a pure piece, and it's a joy to be a part of.
Yeah. Once again, I love your singing. You are a fantastic singer. You know that?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with...
All right, Boise home. Well, I'm just happy to be here. This is a great show. It's a world premiere. It's a beautiful work by Tony Cookson, and we're happy to be a part of it and bring it to life. Yeah.
Great. Which character do you play?
I play Jerry. The kennel manager. Jerry, Jerry, like you say, he had a life, he had a wife, and he screwed things up. He's a lovable guy, and he really loves Eddie. He understands him. He just wants him to do better and get the most out of life. So he's like a father to Eddie, and he's just that guy, to help him get to the next level. Yeah.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
Oh man, they should expect to see a fun-loving musical. They should expect to laugh, they should expect to cry, they should expect to feel, get their heart touched, all over again. And just grab hope. They're expected to be hopeful when they leave out of here.
I think again it was kind of dog-like in a sense. It's very lovable, very cuddly.
Yeah.
Also, your dog is there when you're down, and this was a play. Also, when you're down, it turned to dogs. So it was actually a very human play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really was. It pulls out the best in all of it, the human in all of us. And the pets. It just gives us kind of reinforces the universal love that we have. For pets, and understand how so alike we are, and the love of them and what they do for us. And you gotta love it. It's just a fun-loving show, man.
Yeah. There were a lot of catchy tunes, but I gotta say, I loved your singing. The singers were fantastic. You guys were outstanding.
Oh, thank you, man. Well, it's just great music, man. We're happy to be a part of it and bring it to life, and quite some beautiful music. I mean, catchy tunes, and we're just so excited about it, man. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, though.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I really loved your acting too. You were fantastic. You kind of like the father figure I would like to have. A guy who kind of saying, "Hey, come on, this is beautiful girl. What are you doing? Knock this guy beside his head."
Opportunity come. This is your opportunity. Don't miss it. Someone said to me that a great opportunity pass by us every single day, and we just don't want to miss them. So yeah, there you go.
Once again, I love the piece. I loved you, and also thank you very much for being on the show.
All right, thank you, man. It's a pleasure.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Heather Olt. Well, I'm currently in Mutt House playing Mayor Jenkins and Officer Jackie, and I am from Dayton, Ohio, and I'm also recurring on Marvel's Runaways on Hulu right now.
Great. And what's your take on the mayor?
Well, the mayor is, she's really set in her ways, and she knows what she wants, and she's very narrow-minded, and she's going to get what she wants no matter what it takes.
I love the way you play the character. I like anti-heroes myself. I think they just add so much to a performance. They'll make an ordinary performance great. Your character was kind of understanding. She was kind of cartoonish in a sense, like, a dog villain and all that. So again, I really love the way you performed.
Thank you so much. It's a really fun role. It's fun to be the bad guy. It's fun to, have everyone try to convince you to change your mind. So it was a lot of fun.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
It's just a fun family show. If you love dogs, if you love just a good, heartwarming story with great music that you'll leave singing, come on by.
Once again, love the performance. I love you because you just was the right theme of a villain, not too dog kicking. You know what I mean? It was more of a I just don't like dogs. I can't be bothered with this. That was your villain, and I just love the way you play that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Gabriel Gonzalez, Pepe, the Kirk Douglas of Mudhouse. I just want to say that I'm very happy to be here. I'm very proud to be a part of this production. It's a wonderful cast with wonderful producers, directors, choreographers, and just the team is just phenomenal. It's a true honor to be here.
Great. Which character did you play?
I played Pepe, the Chihuahua. Pepe is a fun-loving dog. He's a rumbero, as we like to say, a salsa aficionado, and he's one of the bravest dogs in the kennel there.
In my view, decided to come by and see this piece. What should they expect to see?
Well, you should expect to see like good humor for the whole family. You should expect to see some choreography, some original songs, and a story that's worthy and attractive to both young and old.
I loved it. It was original music, beautiful singing. You guys are fantastic singers, you know that?
Thank you so much. I'm really fortunate.
Also acting outstanding. Because basically you're playing a dog. I mean, you're not playing yourself. You're playing a dog, and those dogs, they had character. They had individuality. They weren't just a bunch of 7 of the same people, you know?
Absolutely. It's wonderful. The cast, was picked out very carefully. This has been years in the making, and I was fortunate to be able to make the cut. I've been with the production approximately 6 years, and I had to audition like everyone else, but I was glad to do it, and I'm glad to be here.
Once again, I love your performance. Great acting. This is actually a happy musical. It was very light, entertaining, perfect to enjoy an evening with the family with.
Absolutely, and I highly recommend that, especially families, people with kids or just big kids at heart should definitely come out. There's something for everyone in this. Music, acting, and honest performances, and of course, we got Ryan McCartan, so you can't go wrong.
Once again, love your performance, love the musical. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Come back.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Amanda Lee Jerry. I played Donna, the Mutt, in Mutt House. We're just here on opening night. Everybody's feeling a great sense of relief and joy, great happiness that we are open. All the hard work has paid off, and we can relax a little bit after a very long, exciting, but turbulent process. Like, new work is definitely a challenge, but it's so rewarding in the end, as you can tell from this party.
I agree. Original songs. They were actually very catchy tunes. And again, acting. When you play a dog, I mean, it's basically challenging because you're not playing yourself. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the dog is an extra challenge because the work that you tend to do as an actor, writing out your beats and your actions and thinking about things like that, you have to kind of really let that go when you're playing a dog because you have to be in the moment. Because that's why dogs are so captivating, is because they're just there, and they notice every little thing. So it's been a really fun challenge to try to capture that, and I think that the dogs have really risen to the occasion and kind of nailed that down.
Yeah, I think it was a very heartwarming story too, because it's like, dogs. Dogs are heartwarming. That's what I felt. I felt cuddly. I felt love. I felt like, family. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Well, and it also helps that our team is so close, and we really do feel like a family. And how can you not when you're working on a piece like this that's really about just, having confidence in yourself and building good relationships. So yeah, I'm very glad that message of family and togetherness comes across for the audience.
Once again, I really loved the performance. I loved your acting in it too, because you played this kind of this Brooklyn type smutty dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Donna's very sassy. She's got that Jersey style, and she walks that fine line between maybe a little bit aggressive, but very, very loyal and caring. And she learns a big lesson in the show as well. So hope that people can come out and see that.
Once again, love the performance. I loved you in it too. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with...
You're here with Valerie Larson, playing Joni and Sophie in Mutt House, the musical, at the Kirk Douglas. I'm from Utah. I grew up there, went to school in Boston, and lived in New York for a little bit. Ended up out in LA. I love it out here, and I'm just so happy to be part of this show. One of the most recent past production I did was actually Cats, so it's really fun to do the other kind of version as a dog, and I really love doing this role. Just the opportunity to play Joni in the beginning. She's so old and fragile, and then to come in as Sophie and be, conceited and kind of puffed up and cocky. It's just a really, really fun difference to play, and yeah, I'm so glad that Tony has stuck with this show for all these years, and that it's finally come to fruition, and it's a whole production. It's really fun. Sophie really hides her emotional vulnerability with this kind of like show dog cover. She's very quick to pose and flounce her fur and do all of that to kind of hide that she's going through something really heavy and dark, and it's really fun to play her and be able to portray that armor kind of coming down and see her become more vulnerable and getting to know these other mutts and just becoming more humble and kind, and yeah, it's like she's great. It's a lot of work, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I really liked the performance. In a sense, it was very light, very happy, but actually it had some interesting messages, like basically believe in yourself, which is a really important message. It's also that, why do dogs make you happy? Is it the dog gives you courage because you can actually talk to him? Is it like he gives you love, companionship? But then again, it also allows the main character to find love himself. It's like, I love this dog, I'm worthy of love, now I can actually find love from someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And dogs are so quick to forgive and to love and to just be there for whoever their owner is. I think that's why we love them so much, because they love us.
Yeah, also I love your guys' singing. I love your singing in particular too. You guys were fantastic. I was just blown away by your talent.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so great of you. That's awesome.
Yeah. Also your acting too, because obviously you're not a dog, right? So you weren't playing yourself. How in some pieces you're just playing yourself. You weren't. You're actually playing a real character.
Yes, that's true. Definitely not very similar to my own personality out there, for sure. A big stretch, especially being a dog, as you said. Yeah.
Once again, love your performance. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with?
I'm here with Garrett Marshall. Hello. And thank you so much to the Kirk Douglas for putting on this wonderful show. Thank you for everybody who's come out and support us. Please go hug your dogs and go volunteer your time at a local shelter, because the dogs need attention.
Great. And which character do you play?
I play Bradley, the pit bull. I think Bradley is a bunny trapped in a giant scary dog's body. I think that pit bulls get a bad rap throughout the doggy society world, and I'm just very, very happy that I'm able to show people, although they're big and loud and scary, they're actually very sweet and they just want to be your friend.
Yeah, if my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
Expect to see just a very lovely, family-friendly, positive, happy show. It's one of those pieces of musical theater that you get to kind of turn off your brain and your worry of the outside world and just sit and smile for an hour and a half.
I was actually amazed that you're singing and everyone else is singing. You guys are fantastic. I mean, your acting also very, very outstanding, because, playing a dog is not an easy thing to do. You're basically, it's not like you're only out there playing yourself, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. It's, dogs have such specific movements and reasonings, because they don't really have forward thought, they only have right now thought. So everything we have to do on stage is very, very specific and very important. The stakes are always so very high to them, and their muscles twitch when they hear things, and they smell things more clearly than we do, so something to the left of them will steal their attention away from whatever's happening at the moment, and then they'll rediscover what is on their right, and it's a blast to get to play.
Once again, I really enjoyed myself. Original songs, they were catchy tunes. You guys played dogs beautifully because even the dancing you guys did was very dog-like.
Yes.
Your acting, and it actually had a kind of a nice story to a deep story about a guy trying to find himself, which is always wonderful.
Yeah, just because something isn't complex doesn't mean that it's not touching and moving. And everybody is always wondering, why are they here? Who are they really when the chips are down? And I think it's wonderful to get to watch something where somebody overcomes their own personal wall to do what's right for the people that they care about.
Okay, once again, I really loved the performance. I loved you, and then also, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you very much for coming and seeing us.
Mutt House the Musical will be playing at the Kirk Douglas Theater from July 15th through August 5th. For more information, go to www.muttHousethemusical.com.